Okay, guys, so yeah, we did a chicken move yesterday, and I didn't film it because it was getting ready to storm when we moved them, and I wanted to hurry up and get done before it happened. This place was already kind of muddy, and it made it even swampy. I was actually wanting to get the chicken tractor back up here closer to where the tractor is now, but it's just so muddy right here. By the time I pulled forward that way, I couldn't back up that. I just got stuck trying to push it on further back. So right there's where it's going to have to be for the meantime. So this pretty much going to be the setup. If y'all haven't noticed, we did get a brand new fence. I just got done hooking up a little bit ago. I haven't turned the power onto it yet. I'm going to do that here in just a few minutes. I got something else I'm wanting to do first inside the pen here. I see the chickens are... They was kind of in the shade there a little bit. It's kind of sunny at the moment. I'm sure that wet ground is probably making it probably a little more on the humid side for them. But got a couple over here kind of checking things out. I was really wanting to do the cost of raising chickens today on this video, but I had looking through all the B-roll footage that I'd shot a couple weeks ago. I'd accidentally deleted everything, so I don't even have my prices that I was wanting to add to it. So I'm going to have to redo that this week. So hopefully that will be the video next week. We're going to be running a little late on it. It's getting warm. People are wanting to buy chickens. If y'all noticed that we're really downsized. Only chickens we have anymore, we got the black copper Morans. We got one little Cornish cross over there that I saved from last year. We call him Grumpy, or her. And there's one golden comet laying over there. I don't know how well you're picking up there because it's sitting in the shade. But that's what we got, plus the Tom. The Tom, he's here till he dies. He's just here. He's a pet. What do you think, Tom? Hey, Tom. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble. Usually he calls back. I think it's just where they're in a newer spot. They're not as spunky as they normally are. But I got something to do real quick. I got something to show you. It's kind of interesting. Let's go take a look here. Now, most of you know when we winterized the coop, I covered up the little ventilation area with this tarp. But I only used a handful of staples, a lot less than I used last time. And I made a big mistake by doing that, and I'm about to show you why. I'm about to find out why we didn't have too many eggs this past year. Let me show you this. Look at all them eggs just popped out there. Oh, Lordy. A lot of eggs. There's a bunch of them on the ground over here. They've already fell when we moved, but man alive, I guess all winter they laid underneath that tarpaulin right there. A lot of wasted eggs, that's for sure. I'm gonna put a stop to that. But I'd like to bust those eggs out of there, but I'm kind of afraid to. Or tell what the smell's gonna be like. But yeah, it was a mess. It's time to do the spring clean out on this, but I don't have any pine shavings, so I'll be later on this week. Hopefully it'll dry up a little bit too, where we can get in here. I'm telling you, this is not a job for somebody who wants to keep their shoes clean. If you want to keep your shoes clean, you might want to rethink any type of farming activities, because in West Virginia, we're in what we call mud season. You gotta wear your boots when you go out places like this, just because, I mean, y'all see the mud right in front of the barn where the tractor comes out. I mean, it's just rutted out. Yeah, it's just a big mess is what it is. So I think I need to finish cutting this out. This was just part of the slider off the camper. You know, it slid in to make a bed and stuff when it was a camper, but it's becoming more of a hassle, I think, than anything. I need to just one day come out here and just finish cutting this off. It's gonna be a lot of extension cords, and I don't want to do it while it's muddy. But anyway, that's a project for another time. But yeah, it's definitely ready for a spring clean out. Need to shovel all this stuff out of here, and oh, there's an egg right there. But need to shovel all this stuff out of here and just make it all new. Sanitize it down, spray a lot of need to take some barn stable fly spray spore in there, maybe bleach it down. It's time to get them a dust bath put in there, and just get ready for spring and summer. I mean, I'm not sure what the weather is right now, but it's pretty warm stuff. So, but a lot of cleaning and stuff it needs done right now, that's for sure. What do you guys think? You guys ready for spring? You guys ready for spring? They just don't know what to say, do they? Yeah, we have downsized a lot, and there's just reasons for that. We're not really wanting to do the egg production anymore. I'm just saving a few just for our own personal use for eggs. That, and just wanting to go down to one breed because I feel like I want to go to raising chicks to sell. And if I'm going to do that, I want to just keep one particular breed, just so that's all that we're selling, and that's going to be the black copper Morans. We got a full-blooded rooster right there. All the other roosters we've totally got rid of. I got rid of the last ones this past week. Had a couple college students come down, and they got some of them, and one of them even subscribed to our channel. So if you're watching, thank you. And but yeah, that's pretty much been it. Look at Tom, just enjoying that sunshine, isn't he? But this fence we put up, I like it a lot better than the old one. This is one that we ordered. I ordered from Amazon, but it's a Premier One fence. Those of you who watch a lot of the other YouTubers that do chickens and stuff, pasture poultry, they seem to like the Premier One fencing. And one of the first things I noticed about this fence is it's like a different material than the other fence was. It don't seem like it tangles up as easy. It's like it's just a little better quality, but it still uses the same type of post we have. These might be a little stronger than the old ones, but the older fence we still have at the moment. I'm going to dispose of it, but before I dispose of it, I'm going to take the old poles off of it and save them for when these break, because that was something that did happen on the other one. I had a few of those that busted, and I believe they will work on this fence, so I'll have that for future times. But so far I like this fence. I haven't hooked it up to the electricity yet, but that's going to happen here in just the next couple of minutes, and then we're going to test it out, see what it's like. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, it is a beautiful day, that is for sure. Still got a lot of spring work to do yet. We're going to till a lot of this up if it ever dries up, and what we're going to do, we're going to keep the chickens on half of it, and the other half is going to be corn and pumpkins. Or I might just do one crop. I might just do either corn or pumpkins. I'm not sure which. Just want a little something to sell. But I believe that'll leave me enough room, depending on how I decide to do them. If I decide to do them long ways or rows widthwise. Trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do that yet, which I'm going to flatten all this out, till it up and stuff. Still got a little time before planting season starts. But I say that'll leave me about 3 paddocks to kind of move the chickens back and forth a little bit. Just make sure I move them every Saturday. No more chickens we got, they won't tear the grass up too much. I really don't think so, as long as I move them weekly. So, but like I said, there's a spot right there about where the tractor's at now. And down closer to where they're at now, then on down just a piece, we can make another paddock. I don't know how we do this. We might actually be able to make 4 out of this. I'm not sure yet. And you know, I could just do this in half, keep the chickens on one, do this the other way, and make the rows go across the width instead of the length, and then keep then I might actually have room to make 4 paddocks for chickens. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to really discuss how I'm gonna have to do this yet. But I kind of liking the idea of what we're doing here, making the most of what we got with what we have. So I love watching chickens. All right, let's go hook up the electricity. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can test an electric fence. One, if you have a dumb teenager, you might be able to talk them into touching it. But if you don't have a dumb teenager, you might consider getting one of these. And all it is just a digital readout, tells you how much amperage your stuff is on your, or not amperage, but volts, is on your fence. So it tells you how strong of a current it's got. Which I do expect it to be somewhat grounded out because, you know, I didn't mow or anything before I put this up. So there's a little bit of grass that's going to be killing it out a little bit. But let's see what we got going on here. First thing you want to do is stick the grounding rod in the ground. Then you just touch the fence with that. And I'm getting nothing. Absolutely nothing. Unless maybe the battery's dead. Absolutely nothing. So either something's wrong with my reader, or we got a really bad ground somewhere. Really bad ground. So let's find out. Right there's a possible ground spot, but I don't think it's the ground spot because it's not sparking right there either. That's something I need to fix too, because it's touching another wire that's grounded. So I'm gonna keep walking this here. Might even be something down wrong with the grounding rods or something. Let's go check it out. And I think we found our problem. This here is the grounding wire. It comes right off the charger box there, and it is not even connected. Look, we're actually picking up reading off that. That's a ground wire. But anyway, we'll unplug this and reconnect this real quick. Hopefully that'll help fix the problem here. Okay, so I had to reconnect the ground wire there. I need to put a little black tape on that too, but the ground wire is going to 2 different roof bolts I got into the ground there. Just to a little added, you know, really you should have 3 grounding rods, but we used 2 on this one. So that's just what we got to work with. So let's see if this helped it any better. And I did fix the fence up there where it was grounded on the other wire. So let's go check it out. What are you doing out of the fence? So let's see what we got going on now. Now we got a little power. 5.9, 6.1. It's not bad. It's not high. Like I said, I know it's going to be grounded out some. That's not very good. 4.4, 5.2. They'll feel that. 0.3 ain't very good at all. 4.4 might just be where I had it set there. Like I said, it's not. I know it's gonna be grounded out because, you know, it's sitting on the ground a little bit. I need to stretch it out, probably fence out a little bit more. Really could use a good weed eater job, but I think overall this gonna work out pretty good. So I'm happy with them. Hopefully they'll stay in. Got one chicken I'll have to let back in here a little bit. You always have that one that wants to be rogue. What do you think, Tom? What do you think? Oh, look, you're showing off, ain't you? Yeah. All right. left my tripod inside the fence, so I'm gonna have to run back up the hill, turn the power off so I can go back and get my tripod out of there. Oh well, ain't nothing but a thing. Okay, I want to thank you guys for joining us here today. I know this probably wasn't one of our better videos. It was one I kind of did on spare of the moment, mainly because, well, I did something stupid like delete video that I shouldn't have deleted. So, but that video will hopefully be out next week. So, just gotta go shoot some more B-roll footage. Yeah, it is what it is. But until next time, I'll see y'all later. Oh, and if you guys are looking for other places to see us, you can get us on TikTok. We do have a TikTok channel. I don't do much on TikTok, but I'll occasionally put a video out. I actually put one out just the other day over a story about bringing a new trailer home that we got. So, you can catch that out. There was a little incident on the way home. Nobody got hurt, but, kind of funny now. Wasn't then. But, check that out on TikTok if y'all want to. But in the meantime, we'll see y'all later. You guys take it easy. Bye-bye.